What is up, pedal people? It is your favourite pedal whore, Brendan Statham, here today for a cheeky little video that I've wanted to make for quite some time. Today I'm going to show you a way to get in the ballpark of the Tame Impala lead synth guitar sound using none other than a Boss Metal Zone. And I'll show you the other pedals you need to kind of make it happen, give you some alternatives to the pedals. I've got some cheaper ones, some more expensive ones, some other ways you could do it. Just going to kind of go around how you can make this sound, this type of sound, because it's more that you can use it for more than just playing Tame Impala songs. Alright, before we get too far, guitar is the Telecaster American Special. I don't have a Rickenbacker, unfortunately, which Kevin uses, but it doesn't really matter in this case too much, seeing as it does not sound like a guitar. The amp is just my PV 5150, fuck me, Valve King mini head. Wish it was a PV 5150. Anyway, so in songs like I just played then, Why Won't You Make Up Your Mind, and there's the other few, I can't remember the names at the moment, throw them up on screen if you want to go listen. Kevin Parker uses this kind of lead synth guitar sound where he makes his guitar sound like a synth. It always sounds really cool, and it's kind of the Tame Impala secret weapon of the first two albums, Inner Speaker and Lonerism. It featured quite a bit on there, most notably for me anyway, on Why Won't You Make Up Your Mind. And full credit, so I'm going to show you how to get that sound, but full credit goes to this YouTuber, I think his name's Sumjaw. He's done a few Tame Impala videos, and he kind of gave me the idea for this, but he used in his video what Tame Impala actually use, what Kevin actually uses, and what Dom, the second guitarist, uses live. It's his Boss recording unit. I'll throw up a picture. It's supposed to be like an all-in-one recording unit, and he used that. And on there, they've got this amp sound called Cosm, COSM. I used to have a multi-effects unit with the same thing in it, and he uses the high gain lead sound with an octave up on this Boss unit, and then delay and reverb afterwards. Now, I watched his video and I thought, that's cool. And I thought, man, that sounds a lot like a Metal Zone. And I happen to have a Metal Zone. This isn't mine. I actually borrowed this off my good friend Baxter Shorten, who I'm sure you've seen in other videos on the channel. I'll link his channel down in the description as well. This is his Boss Metal Zone that I borrowed off him a while ago. And I figure I might as well do it, because the last Metal Zone video we did 2 years ago is the most viewed video on my channel, so I figure let's do another Metal Zone, but let's do it in a different way. The main things you need the high gain sound, one, which is the Boss Metal Zone in this case. Then the main thing, you need an octave up. Then you need delay and reverb. So you need 4 pedals. I have 5 because I like to throw a bit of chorus on there, a bit of sauce, a bit of moddy, chorusy sauce. So those are the 4 ingredients you need. So I'll start you off with I'll go from right to left. I'll add everything in, and then I'll put the Metal Zone on very last. So this is just the clean sound. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking in the background. So this is this clean tone. Add the octave in. Not on the poly setting. We're just using the TC sub and up. I've got the dry and the octave up full, and then I've got a tiny little bit of sub octave. Skipping over the Metal Zone for now. Skip over the chorus. We're going to go to the flashback 2. Now, this might look like it's an ad for TC. It's not. I just wanted to do it with fairly mid-priced pedals. I didn't want to make the sound with a bunch of expensive pedals. I'll show you can do it with relatively mid-priced pedals. I know it does look like a TC ad. I just happen to have lots of TC pedals. And so I'm using the flashback. I'm using the tape sound. If you want to get more authentic to Kevin Parker, you could use the analog sound. Doesn't matter. I just like the tape sound. So. It's a pretty big sound, because it's got to be a big sound. Lots of delay, lots of reverb. And you can see the controls there. And now next is the Hall of Fame 2. I have it on the Hall setting, if you can't read it, because I know the camera I'm using for pedal cam is not very good. with the level almost completely maxed, but then the decay and the tone about middle, with a long pre-delay. I don't know, it doesn't really matter for this sound. It sounds like this. Have it big, but you don't want too much decay, just because then the notes are going to just eventually get swallowed up. I know this isn't really an ambient thing. I know in the ambient thing it's heaps of decay. You don't want too much, because otherwise, you start the phrase, and then as you play on, each note's going to get swallowed up by the decay. So big level, not too much decay. And then it with the chorus on, which is the Corona chorus. I think it's with that pedal show. CE1, Dan Steinhardt from the pedal show made a tone print that's really close to his old Boss CE1, and as much as I would love a CE1, I can't afford one, so this is as close as I can get. So that's the sound, That's the sound on its own, without the metal zone. Now, for the metal zone, the settings, metal zone is very, very fickle. This is just kind of what I played around with. I'm sure if you really sat down really meticulously fiddle with it, you can get it to sound really close to the Tame Impala stuff, but I'm going for more just an overall general sound. So when I first used this, I used this on a recording of my own song. I might play a bit here. I just had everything flat. I had the level, the gain, because I was just doing it as a gimmick. I was like, I wonder if this will work. And it ended up sounding really good. When it came to the mixing stage, though, it was lacking a bit. So I've played with the EQ a bit. Just let me have a quick look. Okay, yep. So I have the mid. So on the right side, I'll zoom in. Yep. So on the right side, it's got a stack knob. So the one that's around the bass is the middle frequency. I push that back just a bit below half, and then the top one is like whether you boost or cut that frequency. And I boosted the middle just a little bit, just to help it cut that tiny little bit more. And then I noticed when I was playing and I had the bass and the treble on 12 o'clock, it was kind of lacking a bit of that sparkle. So I just pumped up the treble a little bit. It's around quarter of the way, bit somewhere between 12 and 3/4 is where I would have it. Level is just noon. Gain is just a bit over half. And so I'll just run through the riff, and then I'll whack the metal zone on so you can hear the difference. Anyway, so that's how it sounds. That's how you do it. You can get rid of the chorus. You don't need the chorus. I just like to have it. Let's talk about some alternatives real quick to get that sound. You could do the same thing with some cheaper pedals or some more expensive pedals. If you want to get close to Kevin Parker, a good cheap reverb that he uses is the Holy Grail. That's what it's called. So you could get the Holy Grail. You can get the small one. They make them brand new. I know Kevin Parker uses maybe the bigger one. He used to use the old one, which is real big. But you can get one of those. You just need a big hall reverb. That's what Kevin uses everywhere. And then delay. If you really wanted to get close to him, you could get a carbon copy. I think he uses a carbon copy. I don't think he doesn't use delay as much as he uses reverb, and usually his delay on his normal guitar is just like a slapback or a quick thing. This is a bit different. So the DD20, I have one of those, not on me right now, but I do have one. That would be great for this situation. That's what Samjaw uses in his video, as well as a Holy Grail. You could also go a bit more boutique. You could use a Strymons, any kind of, expensive. I have a Flint I could have used, but I decided to go for the Hall of Fame instead. they use the El Capistan, the Brigadier is an analog, the El Capistan's Tame. There's expensive options for everything. The type of delay you use doesn't matter as much. So yeah, the Strymons are a bigger, more expensive option. Cheaper option would be like the Carbon Copy or the EHX or a Boss DT20 maybe. Or if you want to go real cheap, Moore do a bunch of stuff, but the Moore reverbs are not very good. Don't know about the delays though. You could also go 2 in 1, so you could get a pedal where the delay and reverbs are in one, such as the Old Blood Noise Reverb that I have, which is really great. I don't know if it's a Hall reverb, but it's a good reverb. Or the Earthquaker Devices Avalanche Run is another really good option for a 2 in 1. Just if you wanted to use this in a band, maybe have like a little specific board, maybe the less pedals you have to have on it, the better. For the Octava, if it were up to me, I'd probably go with a POG. I don't think there's anything better. I just got this because it was new when it came out. I got it new when it came out. But yeah, the POGs are probably a better option than Micro or the Nano POG. Either one. You only really need the octave up sound. I've seen some people make this sound with an octave up fuzz, which could be an interesting thing. I don't have one personally, but could work. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow me, follow my friend Baxter. I need new teeth. He needs new teeth. I need new strings. He needs new drumsticks. If you like what I did, comment. And if you want to see more shit like this, go check out my review of Patience, the Tame Impala single that dropped the other day. I'll link that as well. Guess that's it. I'll play you out. I've been Brendan Pedal Horse Statham. Don't regret your purchase.